Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a quiet but absolutely massive trend reshaping the American landscape right now. You know how crazy the housing market is, right? Well, thousands of people are actively escaping those skyrocketing costs of major metropolitan areas to find beautiful, comfortable homes for under $150,000. Sounds almost too good to be true, I know, but it is very much a reality. Seriously, what if you could buy a home for less than the price of a luxury car? Just imagine it. A life entirely free from the crushing financial pressures of the modern metropolis. No more dedicating half of your paycheck just to cover basic rent. We're talking about a complete lifestyle shift here, one where homeownership isn't some distant, stressful dream, but a highly attainable reality.
Look, major cities like New York, LA, and Seattle are exciting, for sure, but they're also incredibly expensive, super crowded, and let's face it, getting pricier every single year. Now, compare that reality to small towns. The pace is slower, the neighborhoods are safer, and crucially, homes are consistently priced under $150,000. It's a striking difference, and it's exactly what's driving this huge migration towards simplicity and affordability.
Section 1. Culture and Community Escapes.
We're starting our countdown down south in the legendary Mississippi Delta, specifically the town of Clarksdale.
Now, Clarksdale isn't just an inexpensive town. It is steeped in deep blues music history. It has this vibrant culture that actively attracts artists and creatives looking for a simpler life. And practically speaking, groceries, rent, and utilities fall way below the national average. So if you're a remote worker or living on a fixed income, it's a highly affordable, culturally rich haven.
Moving right along to number 2 on our list, which takes us straight to the Midwestern hub of Fort Dodge, Iowa.
Fort Dodge perfectly balances a slow, safe pace of life with highly practical amenities. Beyond the extremely reasonable housing, which is a huge plus, residents have access to good schools, expansive local parks, and really quality healthcare facilities. It hits all the right marks for budget-conscious families and retirees who want a strong, tight-knit community without sacrificing essential services.
Section 2. The Mountain State Surprise, Defying Expectations.
So, can you actually live that Colorado mountain lifestyle without the massive price tag? It's a super common assumption that endless outdoor recreation in a beautiful, sunny mountain state requires incredible wealth. But what if that assumption is completely wrong?
Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Which brings us to number 3, Pueblo, Colorado.
Places like Denver and Boulder are amazing, no doubt about it, but they carry massive, sometimes crippling price tags. Pueblo offers an incredible alternative. You still get that famous Colorado sunshine and amazing access to outdoor activities, but alongside reasonably priced homes and affordable utilities. Young families and remote workers are flocking here for the high quality of life, completely minus the Denver-sized deck.
Section 3. Historic Heartland Bargains.
Coming in at number 4 is a classic Midwestern community. Welcome to the quiet, friendly town of Coffeyville, Kansas. Prepare yourself for a staggering reality here. Homes in Coffeyville can literally cost less than what many Americans pay for a single year of rent in a major city. Yeah, you heard that right. Retirees and budget-conscious families are paying really close attention because daily expenses are low, traffic is basically non-existent, and it offers a genuine fresh start entirely free from urban financial pressure.
Moving past the halfway point at number 5, we head over to the East Coast, specifically Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Johnstown has undergone a fascinating transformation. As a former steel town, it's packed with sturdy, historic architecture and surrounded by beautiful hills and rivers. But the real magic? It's the combination of incredibly low housing costs with its strategic location. Sitting within driving distance of larger Pennsylvania cities, residents get the aesthetic charm and cheap housing of a small town while easily maintaining access to bigger job markets when they need them.
Section 4. Sunbelt and Rust Belt Savings.
Coming in at number 6 is a deeply connected, welcoming community in the Midwest, Danville, Illinois.
Danville really proves how specific local advantages can radically change your financial picture. For example, property taxes here are much lower compared to many other parts of Illinois. Combine that nice tax break with cheap everyday expenses, local parks, and reliable health care, and you have an environment custom-built for first-time homebuyers. It makes homeownership a highly attainable goal, not just a pipe dream.
And finally, at number 7, we head down to the warm breezes of the Gulf Coast, Harlingen, Texas.
It's easy to see why Harlingen is an absolute magnet for retirees. That warm year-round climate is obviously a huge draw, but the financial benefits are massive too. Texas has zero state income tax, meaning you get to keep much more of your hard-earned savings. Add in lower housing costs and highly affordable healthcare, and it's the perfect formula for maximizing your savings while soaking up the sunshine.
Section 5. Is it for you?
Now, let's be real for a second. Every single town we've discussed today has its pros and cons. Affordability is amazing, don't get me wrong, but it isn't the only thing that matters. When you're considering these incredibly cheap homes, you have to weigh them against your other lifestyle priorities. Think about proximity to family, your specific career needs, the kind of climate you enjoy, and the type of community you really want to be a part of. Cheap housing is a fantastic tool, but at the end of the day, it should serve the broader life you want to build. Which brings us to the ultimate question for your own journey. Which of these affordable towns would you choose for a fresh start? Would you seek out the musical history of Clarksdale, the mountain sunshine of Pueblo, or maybe the warm tax-free haven of Harlingen? The options are definitely out there. As housing prices continue to shift all over the map, the only question left is whether small town living is the brilliant strategy you've been waiting for.